City series cigars and Citrus 7s, black cement 3s, 4s, the hairs and bread 11s. No doubt that I'll be wearing some fire at any sighting. With these Doran Becker 5s, you can see me in any lighting. It's exciting, I'll be flexing to the coldest degree.
What's up, everybody? It's Sneakerhead M Checks. I got the 2025 Undefeated 4s, which released at Undefeated on August 2nd, and are going to release on Sneakers August 28th. So as usual, we're going to take a close detailed look at the shoe from all angles. I'm going to put these on and step around them so y'all can see the look on feet. After that, I'm going to share my opinion on the shoe, and then I'm going to talk about release predictions, reselling predictions, and all that stuff. So let's get right to it. Olive green suede here on the upper, really flat texture. It feels like just the way it looks. Darker shade of green right here. And all black eyelets and laces. This patch up here is removable. It says Jordan Rare Air under. And same thing over here. They made the wings, or whatever you want to call this part right here, slick, just like it is on the original pair. Off-white colored midsole with an orange air bubble. Rest of the midsole is black. And over here on the left shoe, they got a Undefeated Jordan hang tag. I'm not as crazy about the shape as I thought I would be. I mean, it's not like bad, but I've been really feeling a lot of the way they've been shaping a lot of 4s lately, like the Rare Airs, brick by bricks. But these just, I don't know, they don't. I'm not really feeling the shape as much, but it's not a big deal. Nike Air on the back. I really, really wish they would have put a Jumpman back here, but I know everybody loves, you know, them putting the Nike Air on everything, so I get it, but Jumpman back here definitely would have been better. If you know, you know. Backside of the tongue says Undefeated upside down. They come with an extra pair of orange laces. It's not the same exact shade as the tongue, but actually, well, it's close enough, I guess. The rest of the interior is gray. Insoles are orange, and on the right shoe it has the Undefeated logo. Left shoe has the Nike Air logo. Outsole on these is all black and orange. Nike logo right here. Brighter orange up here. This orange up here is more like the laces, and then this Nike logo is more like the backside of the tongue. The box they come in is cool. It's actually like a spin-off of the 20th anniversary boxes they did in 2005. This right here is the box I'm talking about. See, it's really the same. I mean, this color has faded a little bit over the years, but it's the same color. And they got this little gear in the middle where over here it has 85 to 2005. So that's, like I said, the 20th anniversary of, you know, Jordan having sneakers in general. And over here, it goes from 2005 to 2025, meaning the 20th anniversary of the Undefeated. And then they got the Jordan Undefeated here and the 0 like the Jumpman is over here. So thought that was fire. And I know I can't show y'all a box without, you know, showing y'all what's in it. Love these. Alright, well, I know y'all didn't come here for these, so let's get back to this. But yeah, inside they come with this Undefeated Jordan paper. Then there's a card that comes with them. Nothing special though. And then this extra paper down here is just the paper that the shoes come wrapped in. I know how they be doing that. Pairs that came directly from Undefeated should have this little sticker right here. Pairs from the Sneakers app release probably won't have this. And here's the box label. Air Jordan 4 Retro OG SP in deep green, clementine, and black. Here's a quick all-around view of the shoe. Alright, now let's see they look on feet.
Stepping out real fly, got that shit on me. Peep the feet kick game is on Hitmon lead. Don't let nothing get in way of the money, I gotta get it. Take a hater out like a date, they get omitted. See them on the apps, acting like people they really isn't. They just post a lot of cap like niggas was selling fitteds. And hey, and I never did it, I ain't on that shit. Like a leash and dog collar might be on your bitch. We might get into it.
I love these, like OD. I knew I was gonna like them, but not this much. You know, you get a new pair of sneakers and you just can't stop looking at them? Yeah. It's like that. And I was so thirsty to wear these. When I tell y'all, as soon as I picked these up, I came here, got my close-up content, and I threw them on feet immediately. Like, I didn't even finish getting all the footage. The bottom on these is dirty already. I didn't even, you know, do this part of the video. I couldn't wait. I didn't even really get to, like, really get a fit for these. Luckily, this shirt matches, but I really wanted to get one of the Bape Undefeated t-shirts. I'm still looking for it, but I was feeling these so much, I was just like, nah, as long as I got a matching outfit, like, they gotta go on. But like I was saying earlier, I really do wish they would have just put a Jumpman on the back of these. I know a lot of people like the Nike Air, and if you haven't been into sneakers that long, you wouldn't understand how much the Nike Air throws off the vibe for me on these. And to be clear, I don't have anything against the Nike Air. I love it on OG colorways, but something like this, it just doesn't really make sense. Undefeateds were made during a time where all Jordan 4 back tabs had Jumpman on it, so to see Nike Air on these is a little weird to me. There is another version of the Undefeated 4s being made with the Jumpman back here, but they're not exactly the same as these. I haven't seen that many pictures yet, but the suede texture is different. I don't know how I feel about that. That texture is actually an inspiration of an old sample pair of Undefeated 4s, but I still think I might prefer the texture that these have, which is kind of disappointing for me because when I first heard they were doing 2 different pairs of Undefeated 4s, one with the Nike Air and one with the Jumpman, I was under the impression that we were getting 2 versions of the same exact shoe, just some with Nike Air back tabs and some with Jumpman. Kind of like how there's 2 different versions of the Rare Air 4s where it's the same exact shoe, but some pairs got white lettering under the patch and some got gold lettering under the patch. And when I heard about the 2 different versions, I had already seen how these look. So I was just imagining this same exact shoe just with a Jumpman on the back, and I was definitely looking forward to getting those, even if I had to pay a little extra. But see, now I know it's not the same exact shoe, and it's a friends and family exclusive. So they want you to be a couple dollars more than these, like the difference between the Rare Airs, or even a couple hundred. They're most likely gonna cost thousands more. So thousands of dollars more, change on the upper I don't prefer, I don't know. And I like these so much, even with the Nike Air, that I don't know if it's really worth it for me. I really got to see that friends and family pair in person, or at least more pictures or footage of them before I really know for sure. But yeah, I'm already so happy with these. I really should just get over it and save my money. Because these are crazy. And it's funny because I know mad people are about to get these and I've been seeing them all over online, but for some reason these still feel like some real exclusive shit to me, at least for right now, but I don't know why. But like, these do not feel like a GR shoe to me, not yet at least. I'm sure my feelings on that are going to be a little different a few weeks from now, but the fact that I still feel like that now, or even ever felt like that in the first place, knowing there's a decent amount of pairs of these being made is crazy. I say these are a really good recreation of the OG. No major differences other than the Nike Air on the back. I guess you could say the shade of green as well. I just feel like that's kind of hard to compare, being that a lot of the originals are probably discolored over the last like 20 years. Other than that, without getting too detail oriented, these really are pretty on point with the originals. And I'm saying this as a person who never owned them. I know when you own a shoe and you get the opportunity to look at it a lot closer on a more consistent basis, you'll pick up on certain other things that somebody who never owned the shoe may not pick up on. But like I said, overall, they did a good job. If you disregard the back tabs, these are probably more like the originals than the 2017 pair is. I feel like nobody ever talks about the 2017 Undefeated 4s, but they do exist. And not that those are really that different either. It's really just a strip on the back of the tongue. See how on these it has the black strip with white text? These in the originals have that. The 2017 pair, it's an orange strip back here with black text. And then the difference in shape as well. But yeah, they did a good job on these for real. I would say I like the original the best, 2017 second best, and then these third best. However, if these had a Jumpman on the back, I deadass might like them the best. The reason I say that is because if these had a Jumpman on the back, they would really be like a refreshed version of the 2005 pair for the most part, as far as I'm concerned. But that's just how I feel. Leave me a comment and let me know how you feel about these, the original, the 2017 pair, and this year's friends and family pair. This is obviously definitely a cop for me. I wore them already. And I don't know why or how, but as crazy as it sounds, I think I like the Undefeated 4s more now than I did before, which is kind of an unusual case for me. Part of me feels like maybe it's because this is just my first time owning them, and that really could be it. But it's still kind of odd to me because I'm always gonna like what I like, whether it's a general release or a friends and family exclusive. But when I do like something, it having exclusivity always makes me like it more or appreciate it more. And I always liked Undefeated 4s. I was never OD crazy about them like I am the blue M&M 4s or the purple Travis Scott 4s, but I always thought Undefeateds was fire. And them being such a rare, really hard to get shoe made them even cooler to me. So now that they're finally releasing to the public and everybody's about to have them, why do I like them more now? I never feel that way. I mean, maybe because I never had them before, but I was thinking about pairs like Black Oregon 6s, for example. That's a pair that I really wanted, never got, and then Jordan released the electric green 6s, a very similar looking pair as a general release. And I love the electric green 6s, but I can't say that I like either pair now the way I liked the Oregon 6s before the electric greens came out. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with the UNC 3s. So I'm really trying to figure out why I like these more now. I mean, it's gotta be just because I have them now, but like I said, I usually don't feel that way in this situation. I mean, maybe I was just sleeping on them in general because they were just always such an expensive shoe that I wasn't even gonna try to wrap my mind around getting them. Like if I was ever gonna spend that kind of money on a pair of sneakers,
sneakers. It's got to be like the purple Travis Scott 4s, blue M&M 4s, or Kawhi Leonard PE, Russell Westbrook PE, Carmelo Anthony PE, like in my size too, not no size 14, 15 shit I can't wear. But regardless, I'm just happy I got these. I like these way more than I expected. This pair came from the New York City in-store pickup raffle that Undefeated did with EQL. I unfortunately did not win that raffle. I had to pay somebody who did to get these. That's why I got a size 10 instead of my usual 9.5. I just wanted to get a pair as soon as possible and get content. I really was just gonna review them and resell them and then wait for my pair, but these shits is so fire, I was like, nah. Gotta wear 'em. I actually hurt my ankle coming down from a rebound playing ball. Landed on somebody's foot, twisted my shit. So my right ankle's been a little swollen. I've been icing it, but still not back to its normal size yet. So that little extra space in this size 10 was actually perfect for the time being, at least for my right foot. And I definitely wore them with force fields just to make sure that I didn't get that crease, you know, especially with the half size up. I did win on Undefeated's online shipping raffle in my size 9.5, which I'm very happy about. That was my first EQL raffle win ever. And this is a really cool, you know, first pair to win on there. But when I got the confirmation email and it said they were going to ship them by August 29th, I had a feeling it was going to be weeks before I'd get them. And like I said before, I was really trying to get them in hand as soon as possible so I could get my content done sooner. So once I get my pair from the online raffle, I was initially planning on selling these, but just looking at this upper, thinking about how easy it's going to be to get dirty and how hard it's going to be to clean, I may just keep these as backup just in case something happens. But leave me a comment and let me know if you're successful on any of the Undefeated raffles, any of the in-store pickup ones or the online one. I feel like I barely saw people posting about winning the in-store pickup raffle, but I saw a lot of people post about winning the online one. If you ended up taking L's on them or didn't get to enter at all, they are supposed to be releasing on the sneakers app August 28th, so that'll be your final chance to hit at retail. And you know, once they sell out there, a lot of people who didn't hit are going to run to the aftermarkets, and that price is definitely going to kick up. With there being a good amount of stock, we may see prices dip back down after people start to receive their pairs in from the sneakers app release. But at the same time, with the demand these have, they may just stay up. Like, think about the brick by bricks, for example. Those were actually better to buy before release. I was getting pairs of those at like $350 early March. They came out, jumped up to like $400 or $500, stayed there for a hot second, and then they kicked up to like 6, 7 plus, and I think they've gone down a little bit since then, but they ain't never looked back after release date. And with all the hype these have, I could definitely see something similar happening with these. So if you can afford the aftermarket price for your size right now and you want them that bad, you might want to get them. Maybe not right now, because as more and more people receive their pairs from the Undefeated raffle, that price should go down a little bit more before the sneakers release. But pretty much everyone who hasn't secured a pair of these yet is depending on that sneakers app release. I don't know how many pairs they're going to get, but it's obviously not going to be easy cop. So, you know, probably a couple of days before release might be better, but definitely sometime between now and then. If you're gonna have to pay market value, that's probably gonna be the best time to get them. I know a lot of people are gonna want to wait and try their luck on sneakers first. I completely understand that. Just understand, if you are taking that risk and you don't get them for retail, you probably want to buy them as soon as possible. And even then, stuff gets tricky because people know the market's gonna go up and they don't want to sell their pairs. They try to cancel orders. It gets tricky. So take whatever risk you want. But either way, I want to wish y'all the best of luck in getting these in your size for retail. Resellers may actually be better off holding these for a little bit, like short term, because a shoe with this much demand is definitely likely to go up some more over the next couple of months. But at the same time, you could literally double your money right now by flipping these immediately. So you can't go wrong with that instead of taking the risk holding them, but you'll make good profit regardless. So if this was helpful in any way or taught you anything, I really appreciate if you liked the video. And if you're interested in more reviews like this or any other sneaker related content, please do us both a favor and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Once you're subscribed, make sure you tap that little bell icon where the subscribe button was and select all. That way when I put a new video out, you'll get notified. You won't miss out on anything. Thank you all for watching. Everybody, please stay safe and healthy out there, and I'll see you next time.